Morning. Crazy New York Open. Had to drop off my son at school, so came back here. But I did catch long on the bounce of the VWAP around the Open. So we are up right now. I'm trading 5 accounts. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy volatile with the news, all that good stuff. And then I think we have FOMC update later today, so it's going to be volatile. We'll see how things play out. We're going to take it very easy. This morning I had to drop off the kiddo, my son, at school, so wasn't able to come back for the Open, but I did catch a bounce on VWAP earlier, trading 5 accounts, and we're up about $800 per account. Last night I updated everybody on the trade that I took on Tradeify, that flush last night that we had. So far we're in the green. See if we can keep it green. Morning to everyone. Let's see if there's anything worth scalping today. Last night we had a nice little trade on Tradeify. I'm up across all 5 accounts, about $900 in the green across all 5. So working on payout there. And then on the rhythmic side, like I said, I did take the bounce on the VWAP this morning. And then had to rush out to get my son to school. So we'll see. We'll see if there's anything else. I'm already in the green, about $800 per account, so I can be picky now. We are at the 200 SMA. The 200 SMA is providing at least initial resistance, but we had some heavy selling after the news drop, so we'll see if there will be more selling. Good morning, Mohammed. Good morning, Varts. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see what we got here. We do have the 200 SMA right now, potential bounce area. You got that pivot point that was just flush down to around 530. That's the pivot. So this could be an area of bounce. However, with the significant selling going on after the news drop, I'm going to be a little careful. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me set a stop loss here. Eric, morning, the VWAP bounced around 530 this morning. Let me set a stop loss here for about, at least a visual stop. It's moving significant, so we're probably going to give ourselves at least 25 points. So that's 100 ticks. We go. Watching this area right here for a potential bounce. However, it's been choppy. May have to wait for the choppiness to end. Varts, nice. Yeah, that VWAP bounce this morning was the play. As you can see, $800 in the green. I cut it way too early, but it was also very choppy, very volatile. So we'll see if there's another trade. Jimmy Trades, good morning. Terry, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We'll see how we do today. I'm going to wait for this crazy choppiness to calm down a little bit before I take the next trade. PR, morning, everyone. Yesterday, full, well, not full, but tilt mode. You can't short, trying to short on a bull run was not too smart. I did trade afterwards and recovered a little bit, but not the best trading day yesterday. We'll see how it goes today. Morning to everyone. Anybody new to the stream, my name is JC. I trade NQ, NASDAQ Futures every single day. I'm going to start live streaming this. However, The pressure of live streaming. It's going to take a little time to adjust to live streaming. I can't even have the wife in the room while I'm trading. Now I'm trying to do it live. So we're going to take it easy. It's going to take a couple of weeks or months to adjust to the pressure of live trading. I was talking to a streamer, another trader or streamer yesterday, and how he started. And yeah, the beginning is going to be interesting, especially when I'm trading. I don't allow anybody in the office, in this room. That's my time. So now trying to do it in front of everyone is going to be interesting. So we'll see. How's everybody doing? Anybody take any trades? Varts, you took the VWAP bounce too. Nice. Mohammed, how you doing? You're my permabull here. All right, so we are here at the 200. It's slowed down a little bit. We do see the 200 providing initial support. However, usually on the 200, so again, we're having the VWAP, we're having the 200 SMA, which is the red line for anybody new to the stream. You got the purple line, which is the 20 SMA, and we're literally just vibrating between those two levels, looking for resolution. Is it going to provide resistance to the downside or support to the upside? Mohammed, as usual, green. Love it, man. Good stuff. Now we have another push to the downside. We have a pivot point down around 450 area. Let me push this up a little bit. Oil. I used to trade crude. I haven't traded crude in a while. It's fun to trade. I mean, what is it? 10 points, 10 bucks per tick. When you get some nice movements, you're in and out pretty quickly. But all right, so we got a little consolidation here. We'll see. We're going to wait for the resolution of this area. A little tight. Are we going to break below the 200? That'd be significant. Targeting maybe 470 area. But after yesterday's shorting, man, am I afraid to short today. Well, good morning to everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I know there's a lot of streamers, especially around the New York session. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, and more importantly, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I post content. So now the 500 level, are we going to break below 500? Flush to around 470, potential bounce around the 470, 480 area. But geez, after yesterday, now today's the day to short, and watch me not short today. All right, we just bounced on the bottom of that little range that we've been consolidating in for right now. Yep, it is right here at the 200. I have the 200 SMA as this red line that you see here, which is providing at least initial support. We've been bouncing back and forth between the 20 and the 200, a little vibration, price vibration right here. So is that just the buildup for the break above and targeting some of the levels on the news release again, or consolidation to the downside? Let's see. Now, I am up in the green right now across all 5 accounts, but I gotta be a little careful. Over trading. There's nothing wrong with calling it a day, especially 800 bucks in the green. So we'll see. We'll be a little selective. We'll wait for the nastiness to calm down a little bit. We're testing now the 20. Is the 20 SMA going to provide resistance to the upside, or are we going to break through? So now we've broken through the 20 SMA. We're back to the pre-market high. This was the breakout range right around the open, right? This little channel up here. And we're getting into that area again. Oh, there goes the break. So the 200 SMA did provide the push to the upside. At least initially. Wow, look at those 15-minute candles. Ho, 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 ho. Wick, wick, and wick. Anybody looking at the 15-minute? That's insane. But it's been choppy, so you got to be careful. Take profit, see profit, take profit day for sure. Now, we could have a strong push to the downside, especially based on those 15-minute candles. Although we attempted to push above 600, that was a failed auction, at least initially. So initially, right, if we look at this 620 level on the high side and the 500, these are the blue lines. Those blue lines are the 1 hour support and resistance, literally to the T, played range to range or level to level. We're looking at the 20 SMA providing resistance right now for the upside. And we've been kind of vibrating in price between the 20 and the 200. I could see a break below the 200. And is this going to be the break to the downside or breaking below 500? But right now, we're technically in a range. So we'll see how it plays out. I gotta pull up the Apple chart. I heard Apple was down in the overnight session. We haven't really done much since the open. We're back where we started, right? Where was what was the open price? 730. 730 was at 551, so we're about 20-30 points below where we opened. And we're vibrating in price on this little consolidation zone that's forming. A lot of selling pressure. It's choppy. So Jimmy is waiting for 421 for a bounce. Here we go. Are we going to break below now the 500? Is this the break below 500? Or just testing the bottom of a range and potentially bouncing one more time? We're going to be a little patient on this one. Another attempt to break below that range. It's weak. I gotta fix my screen up. All right, it's tightening. That range is really getting tight, so we'll see resolution of that pretty soon. Whether it's a bounce or final break of the 200 SMA to the downside. But look at those 15-minute candles, man. Wick fest. Choppiness. Be careful. Top tick trader. Yo, yo, yo. All right, well, looks like we got a bounce. Trying to gain position above that pivot point, which is lining up with the 200 SMA. But it's struggling in both directions. Not seeing strong indication of either direction yet. Oh, here we go. Is this the break to the downside? Knowledge seeker. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I'm going to be testing 500. $480 with the 200 SMA on the 15-minute. That's a nice entry on a long. I'll consider that. Bounce there. We look at the 15-minute. The 200 SMA is right around the 480. Let's see what else we got. See if we go as far down as 480. So right now we are below the pivot point. We tried to push above the pivot point and got rejected pretty quickly, but it wasn't a clean rejection. You had a lot of up and down, a lot of wicking. So you have to be patient on this play and avoid the FOMO. A 20-point bounce off of the 200 SMA. Man, those 15-minute candles just don't give me the confidence to get in. It's a wick fest right there. And there we go, another push rejected. So right now we're looking at the 510 level, which has been providing the support, or at least the initial bounces, with the 560 level providing the resistance. So we're in this little range right here, trying to figure out direction. But this is going to be a game of patience. We had news drop at 10 a.m. We had news at 8:30 and 10 a.m. We attempted to push above the initial 8:30 a.m. newsprint, and we got rejected up there. We did test it, but got rejected. Going sideways. And I really don't want to get into range trading today. We're going to see if we get a clean move. But if you look at the 15-minute candles, I That is not clean in any way. So good morning to everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I know there's a lot of streamers out there, so I appreciate the support for you guys tuning in and watching my trades or attempt to trade. All right, looks like we are breaking above now that level. But again, with those 15-minute wicks, not trusting anything right now. Testing that 560 level again. Looks like we are going to get a push up here. Right now in the middle of that range between the 500 and the 620 level. Those are 1 hour support and resistance levels. 500 did hold, at least for now. We'll see if the bulls have it in them to continue to push up here. It has been somewhat of a chop fest, so not falling for any FOMO, or trying not to fall for it. Muhammad is long, folks. And he's been green this week. Where'd you enter, Muhammad? On the break above that 560 or right around 550, 555? $536. Oh, you got in early. You got in on the test of the 20 SMA. It's a good entry. It's the 15 minutes that have me with indecision right now. I need a cleaner 15-minute candle. So it looks like we've gained position about above the 550. Starting to get tight. Starting to get tight. We'll see some action pretty soon. Again, it's the 15-minute candles that are just not indicating direction yet. That 30-minute candle looks like it's going to close at a full doji. That's insane. That's a 500 on the low to about 620 on the 30-minute candle. All right, but looks like this long, or the bounce above the 200 SMA, is playing out nicely. Looks like we're going to try to test the data print again. Where was the data print? Oh, we are above data print at this point. That was 6:30 print was 5:54. All right, let's see what happens at 600 level then. On prop firm accounts, well, I trade the 150s, so I think I have about 3,500 in drawdown, depending on the prop firm. So usually about, if NASDAQ is volatile, probably 25 to 30 points. Yesterday, my stop was too tight. I was playing 20 points, and I realized that when I went back and took a look at the trades from yesterday, my first trade actually yesterday on the live was a long. My stop, unfortunately, was on top of the 20 and the 200, which in reality should have been below. And that long, that initial trade, had my stop been correctly placed below the support of the 20 and 200, would have been a lovely long. Learning lessons, the learning lessons. So yeah, with NASDAQ, you got to have a wide stop, especially when it's volatile. Well, we've had what, 2 days straight of trend day up. I think I learned my lesson. I don't plan on shorting a trend day. But I'm still not seeing trend day yet. You look at 15-minute candles, that's not a trend day yet. So we're in this range. $580 is the VWAP on the 15-minute. Did we touch VWAP on the 15-minute? 589, 588. So we had initial rejection trying on the VWAP there. So VWAP providing resistance to the downside. Initial rejection on VWAP there on an attempt to push up. But again, 15-minute candles, if you look at those 15-minute, that's wick fest right there. Mohammed, nicely done. That was a nice play on the bounce of the 200 SMA. Nicely done. So we'll see. Sideways consolidation, pullback to test the 20 SMA here. We just tested, and the 20 SMA provided a 20-point bounce. Let's see if it holds. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Anybody new to the stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. More importantly, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I post content. I've also opened up my community Discord. Not much content or posting there yet, but slowly building this community. And you can find my Discord link in the video or description, or my website, www.jcdaytrader.com. All right, so we had a test of that 20 SMA, which is the purple line. 20 SMA did provide support with a nice little bounce there. But we still are in a range. We haven't broken out of it. The 15-minute candles have been a wick fest. See if we find some positioning here. Otherwise, it's going to become a range-bound scalping trade day, and we'll see if I want to entertain that since I'm already in the green. It's been wiki. We're testing now the 600 level, or attempting to test it. The high of the day so far is 613. I could see how we make a play to test that high of the day, and then we'll see if we have a break above that. Jose Bueno, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Nicely done, Mohammed. You're done. Yep. I figured you'd be done with that play, so nicely done. I took the bounce of the VWAP around the morning session. I had to run out to, or the opening, I had to run out to drop my son off at school. And hopped on the live stream a little later, but we'll see. I don't know if I want to push my luck, being about 800 bucks up across all 5 accounts right now, and these are all evals. On my funded account side, Tradeify and Tick Trader, those took a trade last night, which was that posted it on X, and I think in my Discord, it was a flush to the downside on the 220 SMA flush with a pivot point target. So those are comfortably in the green. I won't be trading Tradeify, at least not anymore today. Those are done for the day. I think, let me take a look at Tradeify. Tradeify right now is around 900 in the green. That was a trade during the after hours. Little notification I set and captured that one. So right now we're trading evals, but I am already up, so we'll see. Man, that bounce of the 200 SMA was the play. The red line here being the 200 SMA, this bounce area right here proved to be the trade. All right, so we're going after high of day somewhere around 615, and we'll see what happens there. Again, being patient. Varts, I'm mainly momentum trader, price action, but the last couple of weeks have been very range bound, so I've adjusted to range bound trading. You saw how used to I was to range bound trading the last 2 days, and tried to range bound trade the trend. You had 2 days in a row with direction to the upside, and trying to short a trend day was day one. I think I was able to recover some losses. Day two, or yesterday, clearly not the day to try to range bound trade a trend day. So now it's adjusting. Looks like we've been having some trend days, and because I was so used to range bound trading, going to take some time to adjust and add the pressure of doing it live. We'll see. And the bounce of that 200 SMA, what a long there. Clear. All right, so now 15-minute candle is positioning above the VWAP. We're now above VWAP, or at least we'll see testing VWAP on the 15-minute around the 590, 600 level. FPL Fantasy, can you copy different props on Tradeify? You can't. That's the limitation of Tradeify. You can only copy trade accounts within the same prop firm. So for Tradeify accounts, you can use, what is it, Ninja and Replicanto. I haven't had the time to do that, but at the same time, I can't, because Tick Trader has a rule that they have to be the leader account if you're going to copy trade Replicanto with other prop firms. So I just copy trade Tradeify on Tradeivate separately and TickTickTrader on Tradeivate separately, so I avoid those issues. One Tower, on the other hand, if you pay for the advanced feature option, which is like $30, you can copy trade multiple prop firm accounts on Quantower. All right, so we are here at VWAP. We're testing VWAP right now. We'll see if we get any rejection there. I am starting to see, obviously, trend to the upside. Let's see what happens at VWAP if we position ourselves above the 15-minute VWAP, which we're testing right now at the 590. We could test high of day, which is around 615 area, and then, you know, we could have a strong push to the upside. So yeah, with Tradeivate, I mean, listen, Tradeivate's very easy to use. It's very okay. Rejection at the VWAP right there, initial rejection. I could see that rejection coming down to test the 20 SMA. 20 SMA has been providing support for this little channel that we've been forming here. Testing VWAP, little resistance here on VWAP. Bulls need to position above with a close on the 15-minute. For longs to be in effect. Good morning to everyone. All right, testing the top of that channel. Strong push above VWAP. See if this is truly a push above VWAP, which would indicate we have some more upside for the rest of the day. Clearly shape it up as a trend day. Should I short this? After 2 days of trying to short the market, I think I'm going to take it easy with shorts. All right, looks like we're going to be testing high of day at 613. Boris, you don't have to tell me. I got PTSD from shorting. I think I had nightmares last night shorting. My little Starbucks coffee. I think I need some more coffee. All right, so we're in the green. We're in the green about $800 across all 5 accounts. These are evals. Trying to find another trade. I could see the look above and fail here at VWAP. I was hoping we'd get testing of the high of day. Looks like we did not get that. But we got a trend day. I think I got to learn my lesson. Trend day, don't short. And watch it be the day that I don't short and you have this massive move to the downside. Mohammed, good stuff. Mohammed cut a nice little bounce on the 200. I think you entered around 530. All right, so we are testing VWAP here. Bulls are trying to position themselves on a close. We got 30 seconds to close on the 15-minute. They gotta, for me to get interested in a long, you gotta close above VWAP. But now it's being pushed down. We got 10-second close. Not the strongest close above VWAP, but it would be a positioning above VWAP at this point. Waiting for that 15-minute candle to close. There's the push. Bulls have positioned above VWAP on a 15-minute candle. See what happens here. Now we are above VWAP on the 15-minute. Every other time frame above that, we have been above VWAP. So probably not the best idea to short right now. So now we're grinding in this little channel to the upside, potentially testing the high of day at 615. You do see that 1 hour supporting resistance level at 620. Does it have enough steam to continue the push up? What time do we have FOMC news, or what is it? Notes, market calendar. Today is Wednesday the 5th. Okay, so we have PMI, Fed speaker. All right, so we got some Fed speakers around 1:30. Here we go. So we saw the initial 8:30 print. That's the high that we had around 8:30 a.m. The market was able to test and push above that print. And now we're looking at these Fed speakers towards the afternoon. All right, let's go back to Quantower. Again, we're still hovering around the 690 level, trying to find, but on a 15-minute candle, we did position above VWAP. So we'll see. Are we going to break out of that channel now? Here goes the flush to test the 20. Let's see what happens at the 20. Varts, you're right. Yeah, Tick Trader as straight to funded accounts, they don't have the best website, and they certainly don't have the best dashboard or stats. But you know, with Tick Trader, you're just going for the straight to funded option or their evals. I posted my payout with Tick Trader last week, so I did get a payout with them. But it's I would look at them as a no frills prop firm, relatively new. If you're after the dashboard and all the fancy stuff, Tradeify has a beautiful dashboard, beautiful journal. Okay, here we go, testing the 20. This could be the potential bounce area. This is VWAP right now on the 15-minute, which is what I'm watching. You can look at it two ways. They look above and fail on the VWAP, and now VWAP provides rejection to the downside. Or we're just simply going to bounce here, a necessary pullback for the bounce. Somebody mentioned yesterday that the ads on my stream were playing pretty aggressively. Let me know, guys, on ads. I'll make more adjustments. I tried to fix it last night. Just let me know if the ads are too crazy. All right, so as you can see, we attempted to flush below the 20, providing that support, which is lining up with the VWAP right now at this level. Let's see what happens. There's the flush or attempted pullback. We did not test, or we were not able to test high of day with this move to the upside, but this could be the bounce area. That's what I'm watching for right now. My man, premium YouTubers. Yeah, I can't do YouTube without premium. But if anyone does not have premium and the ads are too crazy, let me know. I did make some adjustments yesterday, so it should be less ads. All right, let's see what happens here at the 20. 20 is trying to hold. That's that 580 level. Trader 1310. Yeah, I don't use DOM. And this is the paid version because I copy trade multiple accounts, but I don't use Bookmap or the DOM. Here's that flush. See if we can get some stronger action on this pullback. I'm just not seeing. We're attempting to push below vwap. The 20 SMA is still providing support. We've broken the 20 SMA. Now we have a potential move to the downside. Let's watch this be a look below and fail and catch anybody trying to short that bottom. It's just too choppy. No continuation on that flush. $20 SMA pulling price back to it. However, we are now below VWAP on the 15-minute. We attempted to break above. See, now the bulls are going to come in and try to bounce this above the 20 SMA. Let's see if they can. Or is the selling pressure now on and could be it for the bulls for today, but we are in a trend to the upside. So we're finally out of that wicking. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 15-minute candles of wick fest. This 15-minute candle looks a little better, but let's see. Patience. All right, so here's the bulls attempting to reconquer the 20 SMA. We are still below VWAP. VWAP's around 590. So we might need a stronger pull. If we're going to continue the trend to the upside, we may need a stronger pullback. Or the bounce happened right there at the 560s. Actually 570. So good morning to everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, and more importantly, hit that notification bell so that you get updated when I post content. This is week 1 of trading live. I think it's the second or third day trading New York session. I do a New York session, and sometimes I'll jump on for the Asia or the after hours, but mainly New York. I'm trading some evals today, at least on Quantower. I also trade straight to funded accounts with TickTickTrader and Tradeify. Those accounts are also in the green, so locking in the profits for those, at least for today, and working on my payout for February. For anybody new to the stream, in January, I've gotten payouts with Tradeify, TickTick, Topstep, and Apex. January was right below, what was it, 17 or 18 across all accounts, 18K. February, no payout yet, so working on my February payout. I've posted the videos for anybody curious on the Tradeify payouts, along with TickTickTrader. Apex, although I trade and I do get paid, I do not affiliate. I do not promote Apex. It's hit or miss. Some traders are getting paid, some are not. So until we see a little bit of consistency, maybe I'll reconsider and affiliate or post discount, coupon codes, whatever you want to call them. But for now, like I said, I trade Apex. I get paid by Apex, but Not everybody is, so trade at your own risk with Apex. All right, so that positioning VWAP, so this would be the second 15-minute close with bulls positioning above VWAP. That's two 50-minute candles in a row with a close above VWAP. Let's see if this second 15-minute gives me a little higher price than the previous. We got about 4 minutes to go. All right, so two potential 50-minute candle closes above VWAP. Bulls are in control. Looks like we're going after high of day. Bulls are probably looking to close above or near high of day on this 15-minute. Congrats to anybody who longed the bounce on the 200 SMA, this line. After this initial flush to test, that was a nice long, probably about 4 or 5 minutes of consolidation, and you got your play. So beautiful there. All right, so bears have stepped in. We got 3 minutes on that 15-minute close, and bears are trying to say, we're going to close you below VWAP, and you're not getting high day. All right, bears are stepping in. 2 minutes on that 15-minute close, and then we have 1 minute, one 15-minute candle above, and potentially one 50-minute below. Again, that's not direction for me, especially if I'm in the green. I'll have to reconsider longing. Gold. FPL Fantasy, you're telling me gold is all-time high? What price is, where are we with gold? I haven't been watching gold for a while. Usually when gold goes up, NASDAQ goes down. All right, so 2 minutes on this 15-minute close. Bears are attempting to push price down and get the close below VWAP. So it's a battle for your 15-minute VWAP right now. Still, I'd like at least two 15-minute candles with direction, especially after the wick fest that we saw during the open. I mean, if you look at your 15-minute chart, look at those 50-minute wicks. Insanity. All right, we're now positioning below the 20, because could this be the flush down to test the 540? That's a potential 50-point flush. Or are we testing the bottom of this range again and going right back with a bounce? One minute on this 15-minute close. Another attempt. Bears are attempting to flush this whole thing. You got the 200 SMA right at this magenta 4-hour level, which is around 540. Bears want that flush. We'll see. Here we go. This is the last minute. We'll see some volatility here on this 15-minute close. Are we going to position above VWAP, or are bulls going to keep it above? Bulls, 30 seconds. Bulls want that close above. That was a flush. That pullback was rejected. $20 seconds. All right, bears look like they were not able to position themselves below VWAP on the 15. 30-minute candles straight green for the last, going back to the bounce at the 430, 440 level. All right, so bears, bulls position themselves above, but not above your previous candle close. So I'm still undecided. It's the battle for VWAP and your 20 SMA here. I'll take a look at the settings. I do have VWAP adjusted. That's why we're seeing this consolidation or this battle here. But I will take a look at the settings. Actually, let me take a look at Trading View. Trading View 50, not Trading View, Tradeify. Ooh, did I just miss the flush? Trying to play around with my, why can't I train my times? All right, I'll play with it afterwards. Start playing around with this, and this is when you lose. All right, so we've got a battle here. 590 is that level for continuation to the upside. Bulls are struggling. Bears, again, positioned below. And, you know, we'll be range bound probably. I mean, we're approaching lunchtime, so we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Why can I not change my times on Tradeify? Oh, here we go. Take a look at the 15-minute. So if we look at VWAP on Tradeify, and that's the problem, it all depends on the settings. But if I go to Tradeify on VWAP, which is the white line, and this is a third-party Tradeify. But if we go to Tradeify, this white line is VWAP, which doesn't align with my TradingView settings. You know, although we're above VWAP on both, I have VWAP at the 15-minute around 580. Tradeify, at least this version of VWAP, is at 545. So we've been, according to Tradeify, above VWAP for some time. However, I do have a separate setting on my TradingView, which is the setting I use for trading mainly. And now the bulls have positioned themselves above VWAP on this 15-minute. Go back to Quantower. Strong bounce at the 20. So we'll see what happens at the 612, 620 area. Bulls are trying to test high of day, previous high of day. But the battle seems to be right here at 580, 590. Needs a little more strength if we're going to truly push up. Or is that it? Another pullback. Testing that 20 SMA. The 20 SMA proving to provide support right now, but consolidation zone, it can go either way. As you can see, being patient today, I caught the initial VWAP bounce around the open, comfortably up above 800, about around 800 bucks per account. So being selective or careful on this second trade, I probably, if I do enter on a trade, I wouldn't risk more than 200, 300 bucks. So that's 10 to 15 points. And that's the problem. I'd have to find a very solid entry. Barts, thank you. Looks like we hit 2K. Thanks to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the stream. Starting to do this live and getting used to the pressure of doing it live. But I did promise I'll bring you red days, green days, tilt days. We had a nice little tilt day yesterday. I watched the trades afterwards just to, I always journal. I always look back to trades. And yesterday, the funny thing is, I was trying to short, obviously, a trend day. But when I went back to see what triggered that, and this is all, part of emotional trading. And usually when you take your bigger losses, you get emotional, probably with the pressure of live streaming and all that good stuff, getting used to that pressure. But I went back and I looked. My first trade was a bounce on the 20 and the 200 SMA long. That was the first trade. I set the stop at 20. I forgot what it was set yesterday, 20 or 25 points. I did not realize that the stop was above the 20 and the 200. In other words, if you're playing a bounce, your stop needs to be below and give it some wiggle room for potential testing. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That bounce, though, had I had the proper stop based on the chart, not based on drawdown, would have been a golden play. So failing that set this whole thing. Oh, it's not long. You got to short. And you're trying to prove yourself right over and over again. And, well, we saw what happened there. So a little bit of tilt, emotional day. It happens. And you journal and you try to avoid that the next day. Gonzalez, gold. Gold is moving. I don't trade gold. So even if I were trying to pull up a chart right now, I do mainly NQ and sometimes I'll do oil if I see some direction going. But gold, man, gold has some nice movements out here. All right, so not much going on NQ. We're battling this positioning above 600. We're going back and forth on that 20 SMA. Looks like bulls do have now their push above 600. 614, 615 area was the high of that initial push to the upside. We'll see if they test and hold. 50-minute candle is looking a lot better. We got about 6 minutes on that close. Got a nice little channel formation here as well, and it looks like we're going to break out of that too. So we were in this range for some time. And now we've broken out. We've now breaking above the high of the morning push to the upside. So bulls have reconquered that, and now we got a strong push to the upside. Ooh. Let's see what happens here. Wow. Bulls are in control. Third trend day. This is where the bears are looking to, is it going to be a look above and fail and short the hell out of that? We'll see. The funny thing is the short that I was trying to play yesterday finally played like an hour after I closed the live. I did play it, and, recovered some of those losses, but you got to be patient with this. Jimmy Trades, would you still have hit your 3-to-1 target with stop loss adjustment? Yes. Yesterday's trade. I'm assuming you're talking about yesterday's trade. That bounce off of the 20 and the 200 SMA yesterday was a 100-point move, 100 plus. But shoulda, coulda, woulda doesn't count. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what you actually trade. So, but it's good journaling. Good. I did look back on all the trades yesterday, and it was pretty funny to watch how I was trying to short a trend day. But you get into mindset. It's been range bound now for over 2 weeks. Finally get 2 directional days in a row, and you're caught in that mess. All right, so we've now reached the 4-hour resistance zone. This could be the short, but I have short PTSD. That 620 level. See what happens. Shorting a range day. Ugh. PTSD. All right, this would be the cheaper trade. Unfortunately, it's a range day, and I've trying to. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. You can short a range day if you catch the true top. Problem is chasing the top. All right, so initial rejection at that 4-hour level, 630. We just pulled back about 20 points. Could this be the healthy pullback needed if we are going to continue to the upside, or are bulls simply locking in all the bears and just going to ramp to the upside? Yesterday, the bulls locked all the bears, including myself, for almost probably until 1. I think it was like 11:30 Eastern that you finally saw play to the downside. All right, so we reached that 620 level and strong rejection. Notice that blue line, that's the 1-hour supported resistance level. Met it, rejected. Now we've testing the 20 SMA again. Is this it for the bulls? And now bears take control for the rest of the afternoon and plunge this back down. 15-minute candles are still sketchy. Got a lot of wicks, especially with this pullback. Now, if they recover, and this is just a healthy pullback to the upside, I could see this 20 SMA being a long, but it's just so much back and forth. There's no... Ooh. All right, no. Ooh. Now we're attempting to flush below the 20. Look with the red line, the 200 SMA all the way down to the 540 level. Are we going to see 540 again for a potential pullback? Let's see. All right, strong initial rejection, but that just could be a healthy pullback for continuation to the upside. See what happens at this 20 SMA. It came right down to the 20, testing it. And we got 20 seconds on this 50-minute close. And if we look at the 15-minute wicks, or the top of the last 3 15 minutes, 604, 600 level, bulls have been unable to close above 6. Here we go. We closed again below. So that 600 level right now, 3 candles in a row, unable to close. Where did we close the this 15-minute? 592. We'll see. Not giving me an indication Three 50-minute candles in a row closing below 600. That could be the resistance level that the bulls are unable to capture position. We are approaching a critical 4-hour resistance zone. Bulls need some steam to push this above. Welcome to my stream. I got no comments on the ads. Anybody that's tuned in, yesterday I got some complaints that there were too many ads playing. I did change the settings, so let me know how ads are playing today. Hopefully they're a lot less so you can stay on. 3 15-minute candle closes below 600. We want to short the 600. See what happens here. And there's a rejection at the 620. That was that 4-hour resistance zone. And there's the short. Testing the bottom of that range that we were watching earlier. 540 for your 200 SMA. Do we get a second red candle after that 30-point drop? Or are we going to get a push up and that was simply the test of that, the bottom of that range at 575. No continuation, at least not yet. Ooh, there it is. We're testing the 20 on the 5-minute. Initial bounce there. And there's your flush to potentially the 200 SMA. That would have been a nice short. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Bounce on the 20. Indecision at this 590 level. We've tested 630, we've tested 570, but it's a nasty little range that we're playing around in. I mean, we are at the bottom of that range. A break would come down to around 540. That's about 30-40 points from where we are right now. Jimmy, I do, but I don't entertain micros too much. That's why I use the 150Ks more. Okay, we're testing the 20 on the 5-minute. Initial rejection or high of day around the 6. How far up did we get? We got up to 640. So we tested this wick right here, 569. We have a second attempt to break below that. We do have some basing there. Let me take a look at something here. 540 is the target if we truly come down to flush this. These 15-minute candles, man. It's wick fest, no direction. Coco, do any of the prop firms that I use not allow copy trading? I heard Bulenox does not allow copy trading. The question is, can they really tell? Or are they simply implying they don't want you to copy trade because it could be profitable? My challenge to Bulenox is don't copy trade rule, or don't copy trade them with other prop firms. How would they ever know? That would mean that prop firms are sharing their data? Really? Okay, let's see. Looks like we're going to break below the 20 on the 5-minute. Potential test of that 200 SMA. At this point, it's only 20, 30 points and potential 50 points on a stop. Late. Yeah, that's an interesting question. If they ask QT, why would Quantower share another prop firm's data? Right? Not saying they can't. I'm not saying that Bulenox can't tell them. I just find it hard to believe. I think it's more of one of those rules where you could be very profitable copy trading, and they're simply trying to avoid that. To force you to trade separately, which means you got to be exposed into the market more versus just copy trading multiple props. All right, so attempted flush below the 20. I could see a push to that 200 SMA down at the 550 level. If 200 SMA is creeping up, so I could see how it draws a nice little magnet, give it a nice little kiss and potential bounce, or continue to the pivot point. Pivot point would be down to 530, which basically would erase pretty much everything we've done since the open, right? We opened at 551. So we haven't done anything yet. I have not had any issues on Quantower copy trading Bulenox. Bulenox is not my leader, and it copy trades fine on Quantower. That doesn't mean it's... Remember, follow the rules is what I would say. Don't listen to me. The rules, according to Bulenox, say you can't copy trade them with other prop firms. I have no issues with Quantower. And I'll leave it at that. My theory is, how can they tell? That would imply that prop firms share data, or that Quantower provides data from other prop firms to Bulenox. Find that very hard to believe. I think it's more of, making sure you're exposed to the market. If you're copy trading your rhythmic accounts, that's one thing. But if now you're forced to copy trade Bulenox separately, that means you got to expose yourself with Bulenox on separate trades. More trades, more exposure to the market, the least likely you are to win. All right, so we're testing the bottom of that range. We are below. Well, bears have made a interesting positional move here. Now the test of that 20 SMA on the 5-minute. And here we go, bounce. So if you want to look at it as a trend day, and this was the pullback for the bounce, I could see the 20 SMA providing the push to the upside, but you got VWAP resistance way too close at 590. So then are you going to have that vibrational play that we had earlier, right? This between the VWAP and the 20. Let's see. So far, I have not seen 50-minute direction. Still a wick fest. We attempted to push up, and that was more of a scalp. Eric has a good question. Do you ever have any reservations about prop firms in general regarding their business model? I.e., it's not likely they want people to get payouts. This is my favorite subject. So here's what I'll say. I think that prop firms offer futures traders, we're talking about futures, so I'll keep it at futures, a golden opportunity to get payouts, to build or fund your personal account with payouts. I trade my personal account as well with Interactive Brokers, and I funded it through prop firms. Now, what is the ultimate goal for a prop firm, right? They're there to make profit, right? As any business, right? If I'm a business owner, whoever it is, for any prop firm, you want to make profit. How does a prop firm make income? How does a prop firm get earnings or profits, right? Through purchase of accounts, reset of accounts, users that blow their accounts buy them all over again, right? That's how a prop firm makes money. So in terms of payouts, though, that's a credit against profit. So you have to limit and find ways to limit the amount of credits or profit taking or payout taking. And that's why you have rules. You have consistency rules. You have drawdown rules. You have max loss limits, daily loss limits. So I'm not saying that prop firms are evil. It's a business model. You have to be very aware that you are trading with a company that has certain rules to make it difficult for you to get a payout. You have to adjust trading. When I trade my personal account, right, I'm not tied to all these rules. That's why on personal accounts you can make more or potentially lose more because you're not tied to a consistency rule. Let's say you have a directional move, right? And on Tradeify, right, I have to cut myself at 20% because yeah, I could make $4,000 on a play, but if I allow to close at 4,000, well, I just pushed up my consistency rule. Let's say you got a $4,000 win, 4 times 5, that's 20,000. Now you got to push your profit all the way up to 20,000 just to get a $3,000 payout. So prop firm rules are designed to make it harder. It's a challenge, right? You can't expect to trade on a prop firm and simply have the easiest rules. You are getting paid to paper trade. Let's make that clear. A prop firm, I'm getting paid. Everybody who's gotten payouts, my 200K payouts from last year with Apex, Fast Track, and Topstep mainly, I was paid to paper trade, right? We're in a simulated environment. So you can't, if you're going to be paper trading and getting paid to paper trade, you can't expect the easiest of rules, but that's why you sign up with a prop firm. You say, all right, I'm going to take a look at this 20, 30% consistency rule, 50%, and try to trade my way into a payout. So do prop firms have rules designed to limit the amount of traders getting payouts? Absolutely. That's why it's a challenge. But the reward is significant. You are getting paid or payouts to paper trade, a simulated environment. So I don't think it's fair to say prop firms are evil. They're not, as long as they pay. You know, we've all had fast track PTSD. We've had the Apex issues going on last year with video reviews and payout denials. But at the end of the day, as long as you're getting paid by the prop firm, it is still a golden opportunity for any trader that can reach payouts. However, the model succeeds for any prop firm. The model is only going to succeed if you have consistent new traders buying accounts, consistent traders rebuying accounts or rebuying blown accounts, the resets, and a minimal percentage of traders that take payouts. Look what happened to fast track trading and now what's happening to Apex. With 20 accounts, you give 20 accounts to a profitable trader, your payout is no longer $2,000, $4,000. Your payout is $40,000, $50,000 on 20 accounts. That's where you run yourself into trouble. All right, too much talking. I hope that answered your question, Eric. All right, we got bulls bounce, right? The bulls bounced it at the 20 SMA, and now we're attempting to regain position. Nice bounce. See, I started talking and I missed that bounce. So hopefully that answers the question in terms of my opinions on payouts. Golden opportunity for any futures trader, whether you're a profitable trader or not. If you're a beginner trader, you should absolutely be using prop firms. Stop spending your money. You're going to blow it. Prove to yourself that you can pass an eval or get a payout before you actually risk your money. Okay, so second attempt at the 630 level. Again, this is a strong 4-hour resistance zone. Is this double topping here? See how it goes. The bulls have power, man. And those 15 minutes still are not telling me direction. I mean, yeah, we've been in a consistent push up, but it's Wickfest. All right, let's see what happens here. We need to push above 630 for this bounce to be significant. We had a 40-point pullback and 40-point bounce. $620 level, providing a little bit of resistance right now. It provided the initial resistance on that flush, and I think now we're comfortably above it. Wow, we're going to see 700 today, huh? Take off. Another directional day. 3 days in a row, bulls in charge. Now, like I said, I am in the green on the 5 accounts. I got 800 bucks already. Obviously trying to protect some profits and not do anything silly, but there have been some trades for sure. No question about it. There have been some long opportunities and some short opportunities for sure. Is the 630 level all the bulls got? We'll find out. All right, for anybody new to the stream, my name is JC. I trade NQ, NASDAQ Futures every single day, starting to do it live now. Do me a favor, if you haven't done so, hit that, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. More importantly, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I post content. Thanks for everybody supporting the stream, supporting the channel. Just the beginning for me and my futures trading journey here on YouTube. This is week 1, trading it live. Ooh, another rejection at this 4-hour level for a potential short opportunity. Or is this a bounce to the upside? Directional day. Hard to short this. I also have PTSD from 2 days of shorting, so. And this might be the day where I don't short, and every single short is a beautiful play. Bulls, bulls, bulls have been in control 2 days in a row. Here we go again. Go straight to funded. Never got my 20-point take profit. Had to DCA out of it. Yeah, DCA. DCA can save you. Some DCAing works. If you're strict on DCAing to close at break even or close to break even, it works. I think it's when you use DCA for profit is where you fall into some bad habits. I've done it in the past, right? You DCA and you get an insane amount of profit, but it's, you know, you gotta save yourself If I had a live account, would I be able to use 10 contracts to DCA myself out of a loss? And to Eric's question, that's why prop firms are good in that sense, because you have the ability, I think even with a 50K, you can use 10 contracts. With a 50K, let's be clear, with a 50K live account, there's no way you can trade 10 minis on NQ, right? On a live account, you need significant capital to be able to trade 10 minis. Micro's different story. But with a 50K account on most prop firms, you're able to use that leverage 10 micros, 10 minis. Ooh, look at that play. There we go. Man, we're going for 700. You're able to use that leverage to get yourself out of a loss. So another advantage to prop firms, especially when you're starting to trade, you have a lot of leverage as long as you're learning and you're trying to build a strategy. Prop firms are the way to go, especially if you're getting payouts. I still use prop firms. As much as I like to trade my personal, why risk? Why expose my real money to the markets when you can use a prop firm? This is monopoly money. That's why when you have tilt days or bad days, listen, don't go crazy. It's monopoly money. You're being paid to paper trade. Wow, 20-point push to the upside. Looks like the Bulls want more. They're looking for 700. Bulls are hungry. All right, let's let them go. Let's let them go. I'll look for some overbought areas and maybe do a short, or maybe not after the last, especially after yesterday. Bulls continue to push. Now the 15-minute looks nice in terms of direction, but we're approaching lunchtime. Let's see when this slows down. It's a strong push to the upside. You look back at what time, that flush that I captured last night, since 3 a.m. So about 200 points to the upside, and now we're going after 700. 700. Three directional days in a row. Wow. Very impressive. Wow. It's 30 points in 3-4 minutes. You want direction? There's your direction. All right, let's see where they're going to take this today. Looks like it's another day of locking bears. Yesterday, they locked out bears nicely. At least today, we've had some pullbacks. Yesterday, you didn't have a pullback until late in the morning. Are they going to push this to 700? Or even above? Wow. Crazy. Crazy direction. Eric, yep, the leverage can destroy you. That's why you fall into the gambling mentality. And we all fall for it. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so we got a magenta level coming up at 675. 700 being the next top of this. Right, shouldn't even say top at this point. There may be no top, just continuing to push up. something. Next pivot point is at 670. Wow, we may even see 740 today. Crazy. Crazy. Little consolidation area, maybe building some more liquidity for further upside. Talk about a Trump tariff bounce. The Mexico-Canada tariff news brought us down to 440. Well, that didn't last too long. All right, now we're finding another pullback. Are we going to test the 20 SMA at the 620 level again? All right, who's in the green? Who's in the green? A couple of you guys are in the green today, right? At least from what I've seen in the notes. The Trump tariff bounce for sure, man. When Mexico and Canada announced their counter tariffs, we dropped. And then literally within the last 2 days, we're right back up. Wow, look at this insanity. Green day so far. Like I said, I'm $800 across 5 accounts. Staying out of this. Bulls in control. Darwin from Tucson, Arizona. Welcome to the stream, bro. I live in Chandler, Arizona. Got a couple Arizona traders here that we get together here and there. So make sure to join the Discord, community Discord. Looking to get into futures, working on the simulator currently. Yeah, futures are fun. High risk, high reward. But look into prop firms. If you're new to futures, look into prop firms so you can play around with futures first, not risk too much of your capital. But just like anything, you know, futures, support and resistance, levels, 20, 200 SMA. It's just a different instrument that you're trading with a lot more leverage. And the tax benefits of trading futures, at least here in the US, are pretty significant. Now, if you're trading with prop firms, it doesn't matter. You're not trading any futures, right? You're simulated. You're in a simulated environment, whether you're in an eval or a funded account or straight to funded. You're just getting paid to paper trade. Monopoly money. But you can't take it too seriously when you lose. It's monopoly money. All right, we're watching this push. Let's see how far up we go, or is it another lock out the bears day?